I did set up, thanks to, I believe it was Lamas who told me that I can link my YouTube account to Twitch and have it set up so once it's done, I can just click a button on Twitch and it'll just auto send it to YouTube. So that'll make it really easy. But I have uploaded all 45, I think, Fireside chats to YouTube, and they're all on there. So those are all viewable. They should be if there's some Fireside chats where I had like a laggy internet connection or anything like that. It should be better on YouTube since it's using what I actually recorded on my computer rather than what I was streaming. So yeah, those are all there. Other than that, what do we have going on? Well, the Bard's Guild has been getting off the ground a little bit. Ricky Lighter is going to be leading that, which I don't think is too much of a surprise to anybody who's heard some of the music he's written and stuff that he's posted. And I guess I'll just mention I changed the name of the Codex Spire to the Athenaeum. I kind of like the sound of it. I wanted it to be something that sounds a little bit different because I feel like we use the word codex a lot, and it probably confuses people who don't know too much about it. So I was like trying to think of something library-ish, and I liked that word. So that is what the old Codex Spire is, and
It's
basically
all
that.
Greek to me either way.
Um, yeah, and ha, I get it. But yeah, it's that would be sort of the equivalent of what is it? The library on the forums. People can post stories they write, music they write, art they create, anything, but specifically about WA. Whereas there's also like a separate art channel, for example, where you can just post anything. But that one is more for official sort of stuff, or stuff you really create specifically for WA, that kind of thing. So other than that, yeah, Bard's Guild is getting set up. We have a channel and a role. So if you're interested, right now, so I'm gonna write a little bit in the handbook about the Bard's Guild. But I think what we were thinking is that to apply, sort of like how with the Scribes Guild, you send in a piece of writing. With the Bard's Guild, you talk to Ricky, and you'd need a piece of music you wrote, created, or something like that, just demonstrating some uh, reasonable level of competence in music composition or writing, or recording, that kind of thing. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free. We would love to have you. Trying to think what else had going on this week. There was some website issues. This kind of resulted from I was talking to tech support because I was having an issue. Um, it stopped me from making any changes to our website. Like I was updating lineage charts, it wouldn't let me do it. So I talked to tech support and they fixed that, but created a new problem where now Felheim.space just disappeared. Which isn't a huge issue because everything is on wacer.net now, but it would be nice to have that website up so that people can use it, or it'll at least link you to our new site and everything like that. Considering the domain is registered through the next like year and a half, might as well make use of that. But yeah, so having some issues with that, so we'll see if I can get that fixed. But I think that's mostly what we've had going on, at least that I've been working on. Yeah, we had a couple relic announcements for Dippity. The marks already talked about. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. So let's open it up to anybody who has anything else they want to bring up or talk about.
I do have a lecture prepared for
Woot! Finally!
Nice.
Phone call. BRB.
so we can listen to that near the end of the fireside. Um, Also, one more thing, I was just messaged about one of the berserkers who watches the Ginninga Gap. Just to remind everybody, we are avoiding any use of any racial slurs. I won't say the word now, but it's the N word. So any variation of it, if that is posted at all in the form of memes or text, they will be deleted. Um, so far the current way we've handled this stuff is we've just deleted it and told the people who posted that we are deleting it. No punishment has been handed out so far, but there most likely will be for repeated offenses. So just everyone, please avoid any use of that word. And it doesn't matter if it's a not safe for work channel or not. These are words that have been used and created for the sole purpose of putting people down and should not be used in any way and does not represent the Warriors of Azir.
Okay. Well, good announcement there. So, anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I just deleted QCX's repost and quote wall.
Okay.
Nice. I approve.
Yeah, so this weekend, everyone in House Commander and I guess any other house who wants to, we're going to be playing some custom games on League this weekend. And I personally would love to see like a group of 5 from another house come along.
Draft modes or just normals?
Draft. I mean, it's a custom, so really play whatever version of the game we want.
Oh wait, Nexus Blitz was just taken out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Earth now.
That's even better.
Wait, can you do like custom Earth games? Does it actually work?
Let me check.
Actually, I think it does not.
No, no, it doesn't. So
Okay,
we'd be
feels
playing
bad.
Summoner's Rift, either blind pick or tourney or regular draft.
What about
How-
Twisted Tree Line? I'm gonna throw
Wait,
that
you can
out
play it.
for Vinia.
We can play all random Summoner's Rift if we wanted to.
Oh boy.
Just imagine fun policing so hard that the most popular game mode can't be played in the custom.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, that'll be fun. I am working a fair bit, but I'll see if I'm online, and if I am, I'll see what we can do. Maybe get some deputies online, something like that.
I'll message everyone in House Dane and see who can show up as well.
Cool.
It'll probably be starting at around 5 p.m.
On
because that's
Saturday.
when I'm Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
5 p.m. when?
PST.
I will be here Saturday. Sunday, I would be probably late, but yeah. And if nothing else, I mean, I could show up to some of your guys' custom stream them or something. See if there's Eodor or another co-caster lurking about. Even we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I just worked out the time to see, because I was planning my days for that around it, but yeah.
Mm,
If you don't mind, Vest, I'll make an announcement after this Fireside.
totally. Yeah. All right. Anybody got anything else?
Also, a lot of the House Dane information has been posted. The Done the Stunned, its current status, along with all of the rules to the House Dane name quest, along with a introduction to House Dane being made as well. The rules to the House Dane name. I believe was that posted? Did I post that stuff to an area where everyone can see? Because I know that I posted it into the House Dane subforum, but should we also make some copy post to somewhere else?
I think I did copy it. I'm checking right now. Yeah. So the monolith is what I've been using as sort of like any kind of like house information or WA information or stuff about anything lore or house related or story information, stuff like that. I will always post all that in the monolith, which is a forum that everybody should be able to see. The permissions have been a little bit wonky with the forums, but hopefully everyone can see it. But yes, I copied information on quests and the Dallaston from your House Stand subforum post and just put it in another post there. So everyone, yeah, should be able to see
All right. Well, copy and pasting is against the law, so we're gonna have
that.
to get
Well,
you on that.
gonna have to remove a lot of my posts in the forums then.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that should be good. Oh, did you make like an intro to House Stain kind of thing, like a thread or an image or something like that, or is that in the works?
Yeah, the video itself. I'm making a video first of all.
Oh, okay.
It's a real pain because I've never done video editing, so I'm just doing what I can. Also, I was going to place it, or I was going to probably just send it to you once it's done. Allow you to post it onto the WA YouTube, and then from there on, you'll have the rights to the video, and you can also post it to the forums and stuff like that.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds good.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, everyone who does not have a Twitter, make a Twitter, and people who do have a Twitter, go and follow the Warriors of Azer and like his post. I don't actually know who's tweeting on there. Is that you, Vest?
Oh, on the WA Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes, it is me. It wasn't always me, but it has
I-
been for a while.
Yeah, I went back and read through some of the old tweets, and it was like vastly different. And so, like, how did that happen? Like, how did that change occur?
So it was originally Dane on the Twitter, and I believe he was the one making almost all the tweets. I want to say he handed it off to Rune Thialfer Grimling, his recruit from Mech Warrior, for a while. He was kind of in charge of our social media stuff for a little while. And then later on, once I became Emperor, or maybe a little bit before, in Eudor's Imperial Knight and some stuff like that, me and Eudor were kind of taking the reins on a lot of stuff like that. So Eudor was kind of in charge of the social media. So he was running Twitter and Facebook for a while. And then eventually, yeah, I just kind of took it over.
Oh yeah. Again, there's also a Facebook group for W members. Are you also running that one?
No, I actually don't know the login info for that. I was going to ask Eudor what it is. Yeah, actually, I just looked at that a few days ago. The tweets is pretty much just like whenever I remember, like, oh yeah, we've got a Twitter. You can kind of see that by the months apart from each tweet.
And now I believe we have two different Steam groups as well.
Yes, there is one that I am now administrator of. You'll notice I updated the image and stuff to be our current one. So that is the official one. The other one is I don't know who is in charge. I think it is Dane in charge of that one, but that one is kind of inactive.
Oh, okay. I was referring to the one that Bjorn Starner was running, if that's still going.
What's that?
Did you ever make that Steam group?
I never made a Steam group. I made a Steam account.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I
All
remember,
right.
yeah, I remember you talking about making that Steam group or account so that members could try the games on it or something like that.
Yeah, I still have that. I have the account. It's got a few games in there still.
Has anyone utilized it yet?
Not yet.
To be honest, everyone probably forgot it exists.
Probably.
Yeah, I didn't know we had a Steam one.
Yeah, there's a few games, and a couple people have donated games to it. I put games in it from my when I do the monthly Humble Bundle.
Cool. Well, I made a note. I'll try to. I don't know how public we want the info to be, but I mean, I can post it. We can pin it in Mean Hall or something like that. I can put it in a forum thread, just so it's a little. The information is kind of out there. If you guys think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I made an announcement and pinned posts already.
Is it pinned? Where is it pinned?
Um,
I know that it's pinned in the all thing, but I feel like
yeah, I have a pin for the library in announcements.
Well, I don't see a problem with handing out the information for the account as long as we always have the
Oh, yeah,
recovery
yes.
account on hand.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to have the password and stuff anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how you're administering it.
Well, I just go and copy the thing and I'll send it to them, but they have to have the password in order to log in and do the family share thing.
I thought with Steam, the family share, you can only do it with 2 people.
No, it's up to 5.
Oh,
And I can remove people if they're done with it, and then add someone else. So.
What is the name of the Steam group again?
The group is just Warriors of Aesir. It's let me open up Steam to make sure. I think if you just search that, you should find it.
I searched it, but I haven't found it yet. I see Asia Warrior, but and Warriors of Asia 1. There's like no picture or any thing in the info.
Let's see. Okay,
Does
so
it
the
use
one
a
that
special character?
oh yeah. So you need to use the special AE. So I'll let's see if I can here. I'll copy the link to it and pin it.
Are you pinning it in Meat Hall?
Yeah. Let's see if I've already got a post somewhere that I could. Yeah, I'll just put it here in this one. Well, I'll just make a new post. All right, and I'll pin that. Yes, I just posted it and pinned it in Meat Hall.
Should we just have one unified Steam group?
That would be for the best.
Yes, but I mean the old one is run by people who aren't really around, and I mean I don't know.
Doesn't Numenor own it?
No, he ran this one. He gave it to me, but I don't know that we could just be like tell the other Steam group to like delete themselves. You know.
Who runs that one?
I think Dane is the admin of it. Let me see.
Dane in Moscow, maybe?
I don't think it was Moscow, because I believe he made that around the time when the, what do they call it, Isengrim was being made.
Yeah, Dane is the admin of that, it looks like.
So that's something that should have probably been handed over to you when you took over the.
It was never a priority.
Probably something that was forgotten.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a problem with the fact that we have 2 W Steam groups. I mean, and the current one that I'm leading has more people, and also the old one has a decent number of members that have been exiled in it. So, yeah.
So, we should talk to Dana about maybe closing it, disbanding. I think that's.
Yeah,
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I think so. I'll make a note for that.
And I'll join the other one because I think I'm in the wrong one.
Yeah, if you're in the one with the Thor-looking dude in the picture, that is the old one that Dane is admin of.
I'll double check.
Actually, honestly, it would almost work better if he gave me that one, because that one has the it has the URL, I think, just Warriors of Ice here, which is better than this one, which is Warriors of Ice here official. I would rather just have, the straight up WA link.
Right.
But yeah, that's definitely something we can do. Yeah. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up before the end? We'll hand it off to Rand for a lecture.
Can I plug my events real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'll start off with Eld's event. Elhelm is hosting anime night tomorrow evening. We will be watching Afro Samurai, the movie, before we start up another series next week. After that, Saturday evening, Monster Hunter night. Big time, big deal time for Monster Hunter. All of the event quests are coming back. It's the anniversary festival, so it's a big deal. After that, Bjorn is hosting movie night. We are watching. What was it, Bjorn?
A Knight's Tale. Everyone seemed to want to watch that last time.
Cool. So we are watching A Knight's Tale. And Warframe Night's back. That's on Mondays again. That had been missing for a little while, but with this Monday's success, I'm going to keep going like this. And that's all my events.
Cool. Just briefly, I looked it up. Actually, the Warriors of Ice here URL is being used by another WA group, which only has 2 people in it, that has not been used in 11 years. And those people have not been online in 11 years either.
Wow.
So that could be locked up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in the way of options there.
Yeah, the Danes one has WACER as the URL, so I don't know if you guys think that or Warriors of Ice official, which one would be better?
I'd say official.
I'm in both, apparently.
We could put Warriors of Azer TM.
We could. The one thing I like about WACER is it does match our website, but it also, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the full name of the clan, so I could see cases for either.
One of the things I love about our past history is that would actually have to be our official brand name. It would have to have the TM and trademarked if Noble was successful in his esports website.
Ah, yes, the grand esports adventure. We'll have to write
I want to hear about that.
Yeah, we'll have to write a treatise on that for the codex, long form codex entries. I was kind of gone for that, I guess. Although it's sort of a shorter story than you'd think because it never happened. It was planned,
Was that just to give like a big FU to us or something?
No, it
Well,
was.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, this was like probably a year or so before I showed up, maybe 2. But so Dane was going to make Noble Emperor, and he did, and Noble's plans were essentially to take the Warriors of Icere and make us into a sort of esports organization / news group. Like he was going to do that, and then we'd also have our gaming community. But Noble got married and had kids, and it died in the crib.
Oh, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people were excited about it because I mean it was new. It was a vision, I mean he really knew what he wanted to do. But yeah, I mean it's obviously when you put it into practice, it's like it requires a lot of time and effort, and it's very difficult to do. And it's also, I mean, it would be a very specific direction where I don't know that if we look at everybody in the clan right now, I mean, would everybody be down to be in some sort of esports organization news thing? Probably not everybody. Maybe not even most people. So
What do you
Yeah.
mean? We're not gonna face off against SKT?
I mean, maybe they are on a losing streak. They might be on their way over.
I mean, if that's a direction that people want to go, I think that could be a branch of Warrior Space River.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I mean, not necessarily esports, but I mean, we've tried like competitive teams and stuff in the past, and I think there's definitely people
We
that
kind
like
of did it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I like it. I mean, I love playing on a team, but I mean, I guess it depends how serious we were. You know, like how much time and effort we put into it. But I mean, I mean, I always tell people who are like, you know, in League of Legends at least, who are like, hey, you know, would we want to be in a team? I'm pretty much always like, yeah, that sounds awesome. But I think a lot of times it's just really hard in practice, especially like an all WA team, because it's tough enough just if you open it up to everybody who plays League, not even NWA necessarily, to put a team together and have like schedules coordinated and have like coaching and strategies and everything worked out. It's super super hard. And then if you say okay, it's WA only, it becomes almost impossible to get schedules to match up and everything like that.
Yeah, you get something out of the attempt at least. Like I know I have people in my house that are still around from my attempts of doing that.
That's true. We have some recruits, and yeah, I mean, it was fun for sure. I mean, I'm 100% glad every, you know, incarnation of a team or whatever that I was, that I participated in was a ton of fun, for how long it existed.
I agree 100%.
Well, anybody have anything else they wanted to bring up?
I don't think I have anything.
All right. Well, I got a couple of notes made here, but I think, yeah, with that, let's just, we'll hand it off to you, Rand, for whatever you got.
All right. So today's 15-minute lecture will be over the Rangers of House Dane. All of the information contained within this lecture has already been made public, as the Rangers of House Dane and their codex have also been made public. Anything that has not been made public will not be told about in this lecture. All right. So each house had nurtured its own Night Order: the Mech Warriors, Jade Falcons of Kilroy, the Vargar of Kaminder, the White Knights of Dippity, and the Thieves of House Blitzkrieg, along with the Rangers of House Dane. The construction of these orders have proved to be the most tedious and selective work WA has done since its creation. Creating an ideology from scratch makes one ponder their soul and determine the core values they hold strongest. Realizing your goals and future dreams are invested into the Night Order, and in a way, part of yourself is added. Every knight that has taken an oath for their house has left a piece of their soul, an undying wish for their house to prosper and shine in the light. The White Knight's light had shone so brightly that other houses could forge their own paths of clear minds and consciousness. On January 2006, House Dane was formed, and to my knowledge, it was around this time the Rangers of House Dane were also formed. I looked all over for an exact creation date and was not able to find one, even within the codex. So darn Dane for not adding that. Also, as a side note, House Dane was initially known as the House of Azer. Within the Rangers, a symbol used was a Timber Wolf mech from Mech Assault 2, an important game to House Dane that birthed many of its heroes, such as Photon the Dependable. Next, the patron of the house and the knights would be Heimdall, the stalwart protector of Asgard. The next ideology formed was the totem animals and lodges of the Rangers. All members who shared totems belonged to the lodge of said animal. Should a member of the lodge dishonor their totem, that lodge will be darkened. A darkened lodge will have all of its previous members' names blacked out, as will no future members be revealed as belonging to that totem/lodge, causing the lodge to eventually die out and its members forgotten. In the future, a member of another lodge, if they achieved some great deed, the lodge will shine again, and its members will be honored once more. The first lodge to be discussed is the Ram Lodge, along with its totem animal, the ram. The ram totem is given to the most headstrong members the Rangers have to offer. They keep tackling the problems until it crumbles beneath them. This lodge so far only houses past Silding members, most notably Randar the Shield General, the last Lord Captain. Randar was tasked with keeping an eye on the newly returned Rodsiger, heir of Puck the Vigilant, a hero of the House Deputy Knights saga. The next lodge belongs to the Grey Wolf. There are two kinds of Grey Wolves that inhabit this lodge: the Pack Leaders and the Lone Wolves. The Pack Leaders have been past members who were born to lead their allies to victory and glory, while the Lone Wolves worked in the shadows to eliminate threats and bring great woe to those who stand against the Aesir. A notable member of this lodge is Baron Euler, the Traitor's Bane. Euler was tasked with defending the Aesir from the threats and foes across Battle.net and Mech Assault 2. The Raven Lodge, known for its wisdom, is the harbinger of death and serves as the eyes of Odin. This house lodges those who do not enjoy the thrill of the hunt, but instead works with the opportunities that present themselves from the mistakes of others. A worthy member of this lodge is the All-Father Dane, the Proud. Dane's most accomplished deed would be his 1,000 sons, all recruited over the vast expanse of games. It is also to note that the 1,000 Sons of Danes was the original name to his family before the Grimlings. The next lodge belongs to the authoritative dragons. These members have a quick temper with wrath and need for vengeance not found in other knights. These fellows are an enigma of intelligence and violence brewing within one mind, harboring wealth and destruction hand in hand. Wrestlander von Wrestling, also known as Moscow, emboldened these ideas of dragons. He swiftly dealt punishment to those who break our rules and traditions. When the Council of WA turned against Dane, only Wrestlander stood up and fought for him in Dane's absence. These events would lead to the fall of the Council and the rise of the Second Empire. The high-flying falcons would make their lodge in the skies. These were the dreamers of the house. They were quick to hunt and destroy when the need arrived, fiercely defensive of their homes, and willing to make this ultimate sacrifice when the call was made. Varsus of old dreamed of harmonious days with his friends of the Aesir. He had visions of victory and mead, and smiles upon his fellow Asgardians. He helped found the warriors of Aesir alongside Dane, and was the first recipient of the Asgard badge. Through thick and thin, he refused to abandon the clan or rebel, and fought heroically during the Channel Wars. He has been dubbed as the most loyal and honest member to walk the halls of the Aesir. The last lodge to reside within the Rangers are the kind-hearted Otters. These Rangers did everything they could have to make the WA a nurturing and hospitable place for WA members. After the Ragnarok, an event that Drumfever has previously discussed, Osiris scoured Battle.net for its lost members and was successful in bringing many members back home. He was a senior officer of Operation Exodus, WA's response to the Ragnarok. Thus ends the lodges of the Rangers, an everlasting ideology that inspired the previous members to be the best possible versions of themselves, an idea that will not be long forgotten for the foreseeable future. We are Rangers. We walk in the dark places no other will enter. We stand on the bridge and no one may pass. We live for the one, we die for the one. As the fallen fall, they shall rise again. As the phoenix teaches, there shall be no end. Until the last day's falls tonight, our light will shine as we fight. Thus ends the lecture.
Nice.
Bravo.
Awesome.
That was strangely calming to listen to.
It was. Yeah.
You have a calming voice.
Thank you.
That's cool. Awesome.
I have learned things.
Yeah, I believe the codex, the Ranger Codex is on the forums. Where did I? It might be in Vestborger's archives. Whoever put those together. Yes, it is in there. If you are interested.
Can I ask something, Rand?
Yeah.
You you preface this with this is currently publicly available information. Was this previously a secret only Rangers were allowed to know?
Yes.
Uh,
And to my knowledge, this may not even be all of the lodges. Some of them may have been darkened out and lost to time.
Wow. Fascinating.
Yeah, it's quite cool with the old night stuff. I mean, and there's in that same subforum, there's some info subforum. There's some info on some of the other night orders, and kind of similar to White Knights, we had our own website and whatnot. We used a few different secret forums and whatnot, and we had our own codex too. So yeah, a lot of the, I mean, each night order was very secretive. So there's a lot of kind of cool stuff that's been uncovered since. I can't remember the exact date, but Dane basically came out and said, "Hey, would each of you, I believe, asking the lords of each house if they wanted to make the night order information public, like the codexes and whatnot." And everyone said yes, I think, because all the codexes are out there. So yeah.
Who would like Dromfever to do a lecture over the Vargar Knights?
That'd be cool.
That's
Hey,
an
I
idea.
mean, I'm down for lectures on literally anything about WA. I mean, I could listen to it all day, or talk about it all day.
Ran, are you queuing up lectures for me? Like you just asked me to do another lecture, and now you're queuing it up another one up.
There's
Yikes.
there's nothing wrong with queue lines.
I thought the original proposal I thought was you would have each officer do one.
I haven't done one yet.
Do other people want to do one?
I mean, I could do one on the Vargar if you want next Fireside.
We can't trust A Gears to do.
Yeah, that was the original idea.
You can't
I
trust
suppose
who?
we can try.
Cool. Well, that'll probably conclude the Fireside then, unless anybody has any final thoughts, questions, or anything, suggestions, stuff like that. Anybody?
Nope.
All right, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and sign off the stream then. Hopefully, this will be a trial run. We'll see if it just does the auto upload to YouTube and whatnot once I do that, and then it should be available on YouTube too. Which is nice because it's permanent, because the Twitch VODs are only there for, I want to say like 2 weeks or something, because I don't have Twitch Prime on the WA account. I have it on my own Twitch account. I think Twitch Prime makes them stay for 60 days. But yeah, anyway, they are permanently on YouTube for anyone who missed them. Yeah, we will thank everybody for showing up. Thanks everyone watching live or watching the VOD, and we'll see everybody next week. Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific.